If you enjoy the Low Scale Gaming podcast, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome to the Low Scale Gaming podcast the week of August 8th. I'm your host, Ghostland's Finest, and as always, I'm joined by Conan Jones and Inferior Mage. Conan, how you doing?
I am doing okay. How are you, sir?
You just got all super robotic.
Oh.
I am I don't know, I'm freaking out, but hopefully things go okay. I take this test tomorrow, and I feel like even though I've been studying my ass off for it, I feel like I am not prepared for it.
Yeah.
And I feel like anything else that I go and study, I'm just gonna not retain almost.
Yeah, I know what you mean there.
The study guide I've been working on right now is it's 75 pages, and I got it pretty much down, knowing the important stuff on there and stuff and all that sort of stuff, but I don't know, I'm getting worried about it and stuff.
Yeah, you're psyching yourself out.
Yeah. I know this stuff, but it's the stuff that I feel is not important is what's going to be on there.
Yeah,
and it's going to who, okay, in a non-racist way, who gives a damn about Aboriginal music in Australia?
I don't remember there being that many.
I know that, but that's on this. Who cares about jazz music? Honestly,
I mean, I care about jazz music.
Well, who matters cares about jazz music? Okay,
that's them fighting words.
Jazz music is just awful. All right.
Well, that's one thing.
And just, I'm kind of shaking right now because I'm so freaked out about this test, and I hope this goes good, because if not, then I'm pretty sure I lose my job and everything. So then we might just all be DHS caseworkers or something now.
We have a DHS podcast.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it goes from teaching to taking kids out of homes. You never know what. It's a bag of cats here. You never know what you get.
Yeah.
Mage, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Good contribution.
A little weird. Sorry, I move. I adjusted myself where I'm sitting right after I said that, so it took a moment.
I was good. All right. Anything else? No. All right.
No, it's just been kind of I don't know. I just been exhausted all week, if that makes sense.
No, I got you.
It's just I haven't had much energy. I've just been very low energy this week.
Yeah. I feel that it's been rough.
Yeah, it's just been a very low energy. I've been highly unmotivated to do quality work and pretty much anything else.
See, I haven't felt like that. I've just been super busy. If I haven't been having to do stuff for work, I've been having to take my brother to his football practice, or I've been having to do studying. I haven't really had time to just sit here and do anything, and it's kind of sucked. But
they practice a lot, by the way.
I know, right?
Yeah, I remember when I did elementary football, I maybe did practice twice a week.
It's ridiculous. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know why they practice this much.
It's because it's small town football, and that's all people care about.
I guess so, but we don't even have a football team at the high school.
Yeah, that's the other deal.
So this is it. This is the pinnacle of football. Is in my town is
Little League.
Little League.
It's gonna be those parents that fought at that
the baseball game.
I thought this was America.
This is
That's what your town's little
I guess so. And like they're like, I feel like they're not very good, but they are also like little kids.
Yeah.
So I can't really like, hey, Jerry Rice can do this. Why can't you? You know, it's probably not a good mentality to have.
Man.
What if I became so when I get fired from my job for failing this test?
Okay.
What if I became one of those hibachi cooks that does the little knife tricks and everything like that?
Jokes aside, I think you would enjoy doing that. Like,
I know, I like cooking a lot.
And the part that comes after.
What?
Eating.
No, like if I did this for like them.
Yeah, no, like, I'm just being I'm being a smart ass.
Yeah, that didn't make no sense.
You gotta taste test your food, man.
Like I want to be this now. I want to go in the training for this because I'm
just.
I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. Like, to be honest, I have no idea what I'm going to do.
You're gonna be fine. You're just freaking yourself out.
Yeah. DHS.
Just go back on Indeed, start looking for other jobs.
I'm in training right now with a couple people from your county.
Are you?
Oh,
yeah.
So, like, my county or his?
Yours, Ghost.
Okay.
Because there's training centers in Norman and in Tulsa, so like. There's a couple people from Durant. There's some people from Elk City. I think there's somebody from Woodward.
I don't have my bachelor's degree yet, but I have my course completed. Is that good enough?
I
have because I owe the school money, and
you still have your degree. They haven't given it to you yet.
Yeah, like I have my transcript that says coursework completed and stuff. Is that good enough?
I have no idea, honestly.
Because I know you did. Are you in the same boat as I am? Did you get your degree from them?
Well, I have one more payment, then I'm done.
Okay, so I'm in the same boat as Mage then.
But they can send your work a transcript.
Yeah.
So,
because I feel like if they didn't approve you for a job, you're not going to make the money to pay them back.
Yeah.
So it's
that's what I did.
To be fair, that's what happened with this last one too. Is I haven't paid them back at all.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot, to be honest.
I mean, yeah. Sometimes they'll send you a mail. It's like, hey, pay back or we're going to sue you.
Yeah, I haven't got any of those
$50, and then you don't hear a peep from them ever again.
Yeah.
Send them off for a couple months.
So that's what topic 1 is going to be about. Is about finding me a new job. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into our fails of the week. Conan Jones, what is your fail of the week?
So mine's kind of weird. It's just been 110 degrees here in Oklahoma City, and
it's been awful.
Just miserable. So I'm having to drive to Norman for this training every day until October.
Mm-hmm.
So I've gotten real acquainted with 4 o'clock traffic on I-35 going north, and it's been fun times. It's not bad in the morning just because most people are
driving into town and not out.
Not out of town, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not bad going down, but coming home at the end of the day kind of sucks still. But the office that we're working in is frigid.
Yeah.
And the chair that I was assigned is right underneath the air conditioner. And it's normally I wouldn't complain about something like this, but I had to take a hoodie the other day.
Oh,
I know. So
they let you dress that way. They made me dress up every single day.
Oh no, I still have to have dress clothes on, but I still brought a hoodie to put on in class.
Yeah,
fair enough.
But some of the ladies in there are sitting around with their fleece throw blankets over them and all.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe turn off the air conditioner if it's going to be that cold.
Well, Because some parts of the room are still really hot, and other parts of the room are just like freezing. And I just happen to have a freezing part of the room. But it's nice when you like go outside for lunch and come back in, and it's just like an ice box after being outside in the 100-degree heat.
It's so hot outside.
It is. It's awful too. Like, I'm so tired of it being hot like this.
5 real.
Like, please, Lord, stop making it so hot.
And then it's just going to be the exact opposite.
But see, I'm A-okay with it being like ice cold. Like ice, bring me that stuff, all right? Like, I love the ice weather.
See, I like ice weather. I don't like ice itself. Like, you know what I mean? Because ice brings out stupid people who drive and not...
I mean, that's fair, but I'd rather it be like this.
Like icy, would rather it be icy.
I'd rather be cold, yes.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. I'd much rather be cold.
People drive stupid regardless.
That's fair. That is very fair.
Mage, what is your fail of the week?
So my fail of the week is that so I got a new car recently.
Okay.
But setting up online payments. So the company that financed me, they do free online payments, which is good. Because some banks don't do free online payments, which is stupid, but it happens. But I've been having the hardest time trying to set up those car payments. Like, for some reason, like the account number that they gave me or something like that, like it was just, I had the hardest time trying to figure out how to get onto my account. And so I called the customer service center, and they had me on hold for so long that I ended up figuring it out while they had me on hold.
Nice.
So I ended up hanging up on them. It's like, nope, I got it then. But it was just like, that whole process was super annoying. But now it's done. So
at least it's done now.
Yay, donezo.
Now I can pay people.
Yay.
Well,
Goodness.
my fail of the week is kind of stupid. One, that test I'm taking tomorrow is like gonna like kill me. But also, I'm trying to get my brother on those survivor benefits things with Social Security or whatever. And I called them last week and I was just like, hey, when's my appointment for it? And they was like, oh, we don't have appointments yet. Call back next week at this time. So call back next week at this time. Hey, there's no appointment still. So then I like start like getting into it with the lady on there. I'm just like, you told me to call back. I specifically talked to you, and you told me to call back this week, and y'all will have appointments, and y'all would put me on appointments. And they were like, oh well, we still don't have any appointments, so you just need to call back again next week. So then at this point, I'm just like yelling into my phone because I'm not having a good day anyways, and I kind of just took out a whole bunch of stress out on this like. Probably grandma at Social Security office. She was like, sir, if you want to speak to my supervisor, I can. And I was just like, at this point where I was just like, it's effing pointless. Just goodbye. And yeah, that's whenever I hung up on him.
Just cry to the person that's doing the support. Just like, this sucks.
And I wish I had like old timey phones where like after like I got off there I could just slam that thing down on there because that's what I wanted to do so much because I can't slam my cell phone down because then I'll break it.
Yeah.
You just keep a spare Nokia just for that.
Yeah.
Just to slam around.
It doesn't work or anything. It's just like after you're done talking on your smartphone,
right?
Grab the Nokia, slam it down.
But then you have to replace your table and not the phone.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's made out of solid steel.
Jesus.
Well, that sucks, dude. Hopefully they can like get that crap figured out.
I hope so. Because it would be really helpful.
So what is that? What would that do?
Yeah, so my dad has put forth Social Security, even when he worked for the union and stuff back in the 90s and 2000. So his Social Security would go to my brother until he turned 18.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would
that'd be good.
That would be helpful.
Yeah, that would help out a lot.
Yeah. Whew. Goodness gracious.
Yep. But that's my fail of the week.
You had a way more serious than either of ours.
That's why I went last.
Yeah.
Alright. So let's go what are we doing topic 1 really? Pick something and talk about it. I got topic 2.
I figured topic 2 was going to be a long enough conversation to kind of cover both.
No, it's not going to be. Do topic 1, find something, figure it out.
16. Because I haven't really had time to play nothing.
Topic 1 is about what?
Game stuff. Oh, no.
No, topic 2 is game stuff.
Oh.
Hello and welcome to the first episode of the Low Scale Gaming Podcast. We've never done this before.
Who is your candidate in the Democratic primary?
Or,
we don't get political, and then we just immediately are going to jump into 2 big political things in this podcast this week. Also, the answer is my boy Bernie.
Bernie Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of failing in the polls right now. Sad time for the Bernies.
Maybe just what you're having to get done for school to start? I
don't want to talk about school stuff.
Okay.
He's already stressed out.
I am stressed out.
So we want to talk about DHS stuff then?
Talk about DHS stuff. There you go.
Okay.
Crickets.
Okay. Now,
how do you prevent burnout at work?
Okay.
How do you what?
Prevent burnout at work.
Okay.
All right. Give me a little bit of.
Well, what you by the end of your school year last year, you were pretty fed up and stuff. What'd you do when you were feeling that way? How would you handle it? I know you ended up just finding a new job, but you also moved.
I don't really know. I don't think I really handled it at all, honestly, which is not the right answer, but also kind of the honest answer.
Yeah.
I kind of got to the point where I would just complain to my wife every day we got home, or I would be in the principal's office every day, just complaining and trying to figure out something else I could do to get the results I wanted.
Okay. And in DHS, I'm going to have to break this to you, Conan, but you're going to have to deal with equally stupid people.
Yeah.
Okay.
If not worse. So.
But I feel like with DHS that the people that I will deal with, while still being equally stupid, I would be in charge of them. I would have authority over them to some degree. And you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, it was a little snot-nosed 7th grader that's just going to go home and cry to mommy, and mommy's going to come up and talk to the principal that I'm going to get yelled at because little Timmy started a fire. Like,
It's like, how's that my
Wait,
Yeah.
why are you letting kids start fires?
you know what I'm trying to say. Like,
Ooh, yeah, I don't know.
So
This one I
Conan
don't know.
let his
Fucking like,
kids start fires in his classroom. No.
Conan Jones is like letting fires happen in his classroom. That's what
I just know that
I hear.
when I was doing training, they spoke a lot about self-care.
yeah.
But I mean, let's be honest, work is going to suck sometimes, no matter what job you do.
Yeah.
They gave during training, they'll probably give you a whole lot, because they gave me a whole lot of like examples of just self-care type stuff in order to help prevent burnout, because DHS is such a freaking revolving door, you know.
Excuse me.
And that's just the fault of the job. Like, sometimes people can't handle the stuff that you have to deal with, and that's anyone's game toss up kind of deal on whether you can handle that. But I don't think teaching is any different. Like, kids can be rough.
And like, honestly, the kids weren't even the bad part. It was the parents that made it horrible.
Yeah, because then like the kids will complain to the parents will like complain to you hardcore.
Yeah.
So what's some self-care routines that you have?
I've never really thought about this stuff as it being quote unquote self-care. It's just been like, okay, I need to like chill out, and I'm gonna calm down and play a game of League of Legends, because that's always what happens when we do that. But like, they're starting to really push like meditation and
What?
as a God, I cannot talk today at all.
No, you cannot.
As a
That's
a
okay.
way
I'm filling
to
out a job
self-care.
application as we're doing this, so
Is that worried about this test?
it's always good to be prepared.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Make sure you put your principal down as a reference to call.
Why? He's good. Like, he's a good guy, I think. But
No,
I'm filling out an application for a child care licensing specialist 1.
What?
Child care licensing specialist 1.
What do they even do?
Good
it
question.
doesn't matter.
All it needs is a bachelor's degree with it, and that's what I'm looking at.
But kind of the self-care stuff, like they're trying to push meditation just as a way to self-care and to self-center and kind of push all the crap from the day away.
Yeah.
But that doesn't really seem like something I would ever be into. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, so today, like, I've just been worn out this week. And it's not anything, like, nothing's terrible has happened. I had kind of a case that kind of blew up yesterday.
Yeah.
But I went ahead, I woke up this morning, and I was just like, I'm just going to take a self-care day. And it's not like I do this super often. I had plenty of leave or anything like that. So, but like, I took a self-care today. Self-care mental health day today is what I meant to say.
Okay.
And honestly, what I did was I just watched Star Trek on Netflix. Was pretty much what I did. And chilled out, and I didn't. I put my work phone away. I didn't deal with it, and it was really relaxing. Like, I just hung out with my family. I had because I usually come home super late, and I hadn't really hung out with my family. And in my opinion, I just think everyone needs that every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's hard to do it sometimes, especially like a lot of jobs are really demanding, and they need you there. Like teachers are really like, especially with being a band director, like you need to be there or else nothing gets done, kind of deal. And the same way with AHS. But like as the school year starts, and I think it's just important to keep that in mind as far as self-care goes. Like sometimes, like people make fun of mental health days, but like people really need them. You just go and go and go, and you're going to burn out someday.
Yeah. And that
it's
was
important
even
to refuel.
Yeah, that was even stuff that they talked about. And after teaching for a couple years, like that was such a foreign concept that, you know, they want you to give your best self to your families that you're working with. But if you don't bring your best self to work, how can you give that to your families?
Yeah.
And they're like, if you're feeling like crap, you need to stay home. Like, if you're depressed, you need to stay home, and you need to go to the therapist that we pay for. Like, and I was just like, that is such a weird concept that.
Quick question. Do I count as working as a state of Oklahoma agency, even though I don't work for DHS?
Oh, that was a weird. Technically, yes. Technically, teachers are state employees.
Okay. Wow. So what do I put? Do I just put Department of Education?
I put my school district for town public schools.
Okay. Sorry.
No, you're good. So yeah, like the mental health day, like no, I totally get it, and it's weird that I don't want to say I'm looking forward to them, but looking forward to the ability to take them, to having the ability to take them, I guess is a way to say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's like at the same time, even though today was a mental health day, like I felt bad for taking it, and I kind of feel I'm kind of angry that I felt that way, but I felt bad for taking it because I felt like I was taking advantage of the system, even though it's there for that reason.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I feel like that's just the consequence of America's work ideals, or just kind of like our culture.
Yeah. It's kind of how we were raised, like our generation was raised.
Yeah, like never take a sick day. Like you wanted to be full attendance on school.
Yeah, it's more important to get that piece of paper at the end that you were there for every day than it was to like not get the entire grade sick.
Yeah,
right.
But self-care is important. Take care of yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
So not so much even treat yourself, just like
take care of yourself. Like there's definitely self-care routines that I need to put in place, like exercising more, eating healthier, just because that just makes you feel better. But like I feel like every once in a while just a day off is a good thing.
Yeah. So like since you took a day off, who takes over? Does anybody, like, people take over your cases?
Well, I had scheduled it that I didn't have anything today that I needed to do.
Okay.
So nothing happened.
Yeah.
I had zero plans at work today, which is partly why I was super unmotivated to go.
Yeah. So then you just kind of worked your schedule to where you didn't have anything and could be gone.
Yeah. And that's not going to be an option very often.
Yeah.
But for what I've learned from other people is that one day is usually not a big deal. We had this one girl who was, she was sick for like a week and a half, And we ended up having to split her cases up for that, because it was the end of the month and she needed worker visits done by the end of the month because we have a deadline.
Yeah.
And so like last week, I took like 3 of her cases, and I had to do worker visits for every single one of them. And I ended up doing like 9 worker visits that week, which is I have to go and visit the families and interview the parents and interview all of the children. And I have to interview every single one of them individually. And that takes forever.
Then you have to type up each of their interviews.
Yeah, and I have to type up each of their interviews. Typing it up, it's not that big of a deal. I just take forever doing it.
Yeah.
And that's just because I have ADHD and I can't focus.
Dude, that's how I've been. Like, I had to get onto the Wi-Fi with my cell phone, but like my desk in the main office is far enough away from the router that it sometimes catches and sometimes doesn't. But I can't get on Pandora on the computer in the office, the desktop. So I didn't.
I'll
do it off my
I'll
phone.
listen to like Spotify on my phone, or I downloaded Audible, and I've been listening to an audiobook, which I didn't think I would like audiobooks because I've always read them, and I'm a pretty visual person in general.
Yeah,
but I have thoroughly enjoyed an audiobook. I didn't think I was going to like it.
you could find you some podcasts or something too.
You can listen to the Low Scale Gaming podcast.
I have actually. I have done that. I've done that on the. Well, I'm actually caught up to last week.
Yeah.
What?
I have listened to our podcast and I enjoy it. I kind of like it, but
so
someone has to.
Oh.
The guy from Rumbler listened.
I don't know. They messaged me the other day. I forgot about that. They messaged me the other day. They were like, "Hey, how's it going?" It was for you to be like partnered or whatever. You have to do 21 videos a week. It's like, okay, never mind.
What?
Pass.
But that's like 3. Okay, they did make it seem like it's 3 minutes. It's 3 videos a day, and they're like a minute long at most. So like, it's possible, but I'm also really lazy
and pretty busy on top of that. Like,
yeah,
it's hard to do that full time.
The little bit of time that you do want to commit to it is probably better spent somewhere else.
Yeah, like I don't care at all. But
all right.
All right, the big one now that we wanted to get into.
That we wanted to get into.
Or the one that I wanted. All right. So, we've had tragedies. This topic too. We've had 3 mass shootings, terrorist attacks in the United States this week, and immediately, our president came out and blamed it on video games when there is no evidence backing that video games causes violence. Like there's zero research to it that says that video games causes violence.
Same thing with like
But you have to realize Hitler was a time traveler. So that's why he was able to come get the new Call of Duty game. And he got so mad that like he was getting camped. And that's what happened in World War II.
Then went back in time, and that's what happened.
Yes. He was like, I'm tired of all these. No, never mind. We're about to go places with that.
Good save.
Probably good to stop myself there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
nice save.
anyways, it's just ridiculous. Well, like, why is it always the immediate go-to that, oh, hey, this happened. This dude shot up a Walmart. Oh, must be video games.
It's the easy fix. It's what the boomers can get behind.
Because they don't understand it.
It's different and new.
They're different and new, and they're gonna take my guns.
It's been there for
We're getting topically political in this one. Okay, so that's what we're riding the fence on it being okay to talk about or not. Should we be probably talking about this? Probably not, but it's something to talk about.
No,
Mage, what is your take on it?
That some really good memes have come out because of it.
Yeah,
I mean, there's some good ones. But man, it's just I feel like it's such an ignorant thing to say. It has no research, and it's just one of those things that like it's like vaccines cause autism type thing.
right.
Like it's like autistic children get vaccines. Vaccines cause autism.
We are definitely
So
going
dumb.
some places.
Shout out to my sisters who believe vaccines cause autism.
But like it's just the same thing because this argument has been around for, and so many people have debunked it, but people still believe it because they just don't know any better,
Right? It's
or they
like,
just refuse to listen.
it's dumb. To be completely honest, it's really dumb.
It's that Google commercial where it's like Google's in real life, and the lady walks to the desk and she's looking up pictures or Googling something, and he's just like,
What?
I've got one result that says what you want, and I have a million results that say the opposite. Have you never seen that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right,
Is this a YouTube video?
No, well, I'm sure it is. If Google was a guy.
Oh,
Yeah, go through and watch those. Like, yeah, 5 years old. Granted, it's college humor.
okay. Yeah, I've seen that actually.
Yeah, that one I have no idea what you're talking about with that one. But yeah, I will watch it. Where'd you put it into?
I haven't done it just because I'm recording. It's just gonna, well, screw it. Yeah, there's a little bit of college humor music. I'll put it on the Discord.
Okay. Oh, today's my biological mother's birthday too.
Happy birthday.
No.
Okay.
I'm mad, and I want everyone else to be mad.
I don't like her. We've been through this before in the podcast.
Oh yeah, you're fine. I've known this for years about you.
Anyways, I think it's just ridiculous that they immediately go to is blaming video games for this. Like,
Who said it?
when I play Grand Theft Auto, I don't go outside and like go pick up a stop sign and go beat somebody with it. You know,
I feel like that argument has been around for so long, and it's just like the thing. It's just like
it's a
stupid
scapegoat.
say. Yeah, it's like stupid things people say when they don't know anything.
It's the equivalent of saying, "Oh, I wouldn't be fat if there wasn't McDonald's."
It's like you'd find something else to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's Burger King.
There's a dozen other fast food chains.
Right? Like it's not the only one. There's a Wendy's. Wendy's is getting spicy nuggets pretty soon. Actually, I don't know
Wendy's
why.
bombing.
Wendy's spicy nuggets win. August 12th. They come back Monday.
Guess where you're
Get
going
hyped.
Monday?
Guess where I'm going this Monday.
Where is there one around me? I'm sure there is, but
let's see.
Get that 4 for $4.
Wendy's.
I have no idea where there's a Wendy's at around you, to be honest.
There's one up on Memorial.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking was up there. See, I don't know north of you. Like, I know, like, the area, like, kind of where you're at. That's where, like, my knowledge of the city kind of, like, goes away. Is right, kind of like where you're at. That's where, like, everything ends. I'm just like, oh, I don't know this part.
Yeah, then there's another one down off of 44 in May. Over by that, I guess that Target's kind of down there.
Target over there on 44? Oh,
wait. By the expressway.
There's not a Wendy's over there.
There's a Wendy's in the Target.
No, it's Google says there's one down on 36th in May.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah, that's the good one. I like that one.
Wait, haven't we eaten at that one before?
Yeah, we have okay, you said by the Target, and it's like 5 miles south of the Target.
It's a block.
No, it's not a block away from the Target.
Yes, it is. I'm looking at it.
Dude, the Wendy's you were talking about is on 36th in May Avenue.
Yeah.
Yes, the Target you were talking about is on 50th and May Avenue.
So it's 14 blocks away.
It's longer. It's longer than that because yet the highway's in between there as well.
Okay, I think of the mile blocks as a block and not like every road.
Oh my, yeah.
Because I've lived in small town for the past 6-7 years.
Yeah, I know, and I haven't.
So
I'm not even sure how long is a block anyway.
12, or how long is a block, or how long is a mile?
Block. Mile is like 5,280.
It's a city block. Let's see. The standard block in Manhattan is about 264 by 900 feet.
What?
264 by 900?
By 900?
Yeah.
Okay.
In some U.S. cities, the standard blocks are as wide as 600 feet, 660 feet. In Oklahoma. Okay, yeah, it brought back the same thing. There are 8 blocks. We vary from a minimum of 8 blocks per mile to a maximum of 12 blocks per mile. So it's like 5 miles away from the Target.
No, 14 blocks is like a mile and 2 blocks.
It's not 14 blocks.
Right, okay, so now I'm gonna direction it.
36 to 50th is 14 blocks because they number it every street.
Okay, it's 1 mile. My fault.
It's still like nowhere near it.
It's not 4 miles.
Like, I know that's the part of the city where I grew up in. Okay, it's nowhere near it. Like you're comparing
But a mile away. I used to drive an hour to Walmart.
I like how you got into the mic to yell at me for this. It's not my fault you got exiled to Texas, okay? You don't have to blame me for it.
Exiled to Texas. Be gone, sinner.
You cannot blame me for this, all right?
No, I'm not blaming you for that. I'm just telling you you're wrong.
Okay, so what's close together by you is like, oh, hey, like you're saying it's like close to you. It's like, oh, hey, the garage is close to me. It's 2 miles away from you. Okay, that's a long distance away from your house.
Yeah, it's not that long.
See, like I would.
I'm talking about like walking distance is what's considered close.
See, no,
well, 2 miles is walking distance.
Not for Ghost.
It should be walking distance.
Not for anybody in this podcast. Hush your mouths.
Or not in this weather.
But
yeah, in this weather? Yeah, I'm not walking 2 miles. I'm not walking a block in this weather. Are you serious? It's 105 degrees outside. You kidding me?
I'll drive to my neighbor's house.
I'm driving to my backyard. Like
that makes no sense. Because then you got to put down the fence and then put it back up. See, now y'all are being ridiculous. The driving to the neighbor's one, I could get behind. The driving into your backyard, no, that one don't make no sense.
So how close is your neighbor?
Like right next door. So see, I can at least take the street to it.
Is it about a block away?
No, here we go.
Hyperbole lies on deaf ears, Conan.
You need to dumb that down for me.
Hyperbole means it's. Hyperbole is an exaggeration.
Man. I feel like Mage would be really good at like bar trivia.
Oh, dude.
I am not actually. I'm really bad at trivia type stuff.
Are you? Because it sounds
I did.
You're like one of those kids that I used to beat up in high school.
Okay. No, I did academic team in high school actually,
See?
but I was awful at it. I was only in it because everyone liked me. so, so they were just like, "Yeah, just come hang out with us," because we would go all over the place. And
Yo, Mage, come here, boy. And it's just like, okay.
it's pretty much what it was.
What's the square root of 9? Well,
There-
I can't really answer that one.
It's 81.
The square root of 9?
Oh, 3.
That's 9 squared.
I think it's 9
That's
squared.
9 squared. And then there we go. That's why Mage was not good at the academic.
Like, I don't listen very well. I
See,
don't like honestly, I don't listen very well, and that's why I'm bad at academic team and bar trivia.
Yeah. How was our trip last week? What would you give it out of 10?
What?
I enjoyed it.
The low scale jamboree and meet and greet.
Well, we sprinted to the end, but I was highly.
Yeah, we started stronger than we should have.
Yeah, we started way stronger than we should have, and then we hit a wall because waiting for Crabtown to give us a seat. If it was 3 or 4 of us, I think we would have got a seat a lot quicker. But
just one person too many.
Yeah.
Guess we'll
It
have
was
to
good. That Crabtown was really good, though.
Yeah, I had a real fun time. It was really nice getting to see everybody again.
Yeah.
Hopefully, since we're all kind of close, we can do it again sometime.
Let's do it tomorrow.
Yeah, no, not gonna happen.
Let's do it tomorrow after I fail my test.
Consolation prize.
Consolation prize. I just waste the rest of my money on that.
Slowly die.
Yeah.
Afterward.
Back to what we was talking about.
I was about to say, what were we talking about?
Video games causing violence. I think it's just a cop out, and stop doing that. People, raise your kids right. Okay, this isn't even life advice. This is just
common sense.
Common
advice.
sense. Hey, if you see your kid having issues, go talk to them. Go do something. Don't just sit there and let them play their games all day or something. Go interact with them.
That's a crazy thought.
Right? It's stupid that I have to talk about life advice is meant to be me making fun of Mage for something stupid he did this week. And then it seems like the last couple of life advices has been hey, don't let your kid get hit by a buffalo. Don't let your kid grow up to be a shooter.
Things you shouldn't have to say to
things
anyone
I shouldn't
ever.
have to say. I have to say.
Don't bring guns to school.
Don't bring weapons to school. Don't be a bully. Leave that kid in the trench coat alone, or invite him to lunch or something.
Bring him a Snickers bar every day.
Yeah,
he's not you. He's not him when he's hungry.
We're towing the line now. We're definitely putting our toe over the line now with this.
You took us there. We're just following you.
I did take us there, and I'm trying to rear us back. We're just oh, we got an active shooter. That's where we just went. I was all right.
Well, if he just had a Snickers bar, he would have been an active shooter.
Oh man, I just needed that one Snickers bar. It's gonna push me over the edge, and he just. It's the last thing we remember.
The person in front of him at Circle K got the last one.
Yeah,
and
then he just instantly becomes stalker on them.
He just follows them.
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting audible. Left turn.
You took us here, go there, Jones. We're just going with what you gave us.
That's me turning the car around. We're going back the other way.
We're going back to active shooter at the campus now.
Yeah, 180. We're back on the highway.
He's just eyeing you down while you're leaving.
He's just I will find you.
So like
I'll have that last Snicker bar.
who
I see
threw
your
out
license
the gun or video games cause violence argument? Like I've seen
Your-
the blowback.
Your boy Trump. That was like his response to it.
Mitch McConnell.
Oh my God.
That's who it does.
Trump did it too.
Oh yeah, but like Mitch has been all over the place. It's so bad. What I posted something on Facebook that I saw
Yeah.
about like there's a new hashtag that's hilarious, and he hates it.
Oh, it's like
Wait.
Moscow Mitch.
Moscow.
Yeah,
Mitch,
Moscow Mitch, because he's about or Mitch McTreason.
Treason. That's a good one too.
See, like I see all the blowback, but I never see what actually happens to start all of it.
It's because he didn't believe that. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you're here.
Hello, and welcome to the Low Scale Gaming Podcast.
Oh, we lost him.
Goodbye, Mage.
That was. Oh, is he back?
He's back.
What did? Why did you?
He's just laughing.
No. So it's because the Moscow Mitch thing was because Mitch McConnell, saying that they're not doing anything to lessen Russian interference in our next elections, and like he didn't care that they interfered in this election or anything like that. Like he's just being a big old dum dum.
Like, think about that for a second. That like, dude doesn't care that like another country interfered with our election. Think about that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We're in a crazy ass time here in America. Please send help.
Yeah, for real.
We got kids in cages. We got people shooting up Walmarts. Mage is alive.
Can we
Please
all
help us.
just vote? Like,
What?
agree as a society to vote for an adult for president next time?
I mean, we tried that, and now we got a racist.
No, an adult, not a racist baby.
We did have Obama, but
Yes, we did have Obama.
we can only have him for 2 terms.
I think one of these comedians, I forgot who it was, but it was just like going from Obama to Trump is like going from like a solid like firm foundation of a relationship, like good years, and now you're dating a whore.
Yeah.
She's like, what?
It was Joe
Why did
Rogan.
my life go to this?
It was Joe Rogan who did that. I remember that now.
Yeah, that sounds like a Joe Rogan joke.
And now you're dating a whore. I mean, he said it just like that too. I remember.
Oh,
To calm down while I'm studying for this test I'm gonna fail.
I think Bernie Sanders is on Joe Rogan.
What?
I think Bernie Sanders is on a interview with Joe Rogan.
Is he? All right, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Bernie Sanders is my boy. Like through and through, Bernie's my boy. I don't care about old Uncle Creepy Joe there, Joe Biden looking like dang.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Joe Biden either. I don't know why he's so high in the polls.
I liked him as the VP, but because I liked that Obama Biden bromance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of him for the candidate either.
I don't know either. I don't know why he's so like up there, but
He's a big old fence sitter.
So
Yeah.
he's an old white guy.
The old white fence sitter. At least Bernie Sanders is like Jewish. He's got that going for him.
that's why Hitler went back in time.
Oh my
And
God.
full circle. All right.
Oh my god.
Have y'all ever played that game on Wikipedia and see how long it takes you to get back to Hitler?
What?
You pick a random Wikipedia entry, and like you know how they have different hyperlinks inside the stories.
Yeah.
So within your random original story, you have to try to pick hyperlinks to try to get back to Hitler, the Nazis.
All right, we're doing
man.
this right now.
I'm doing it live.
We need to stream this.
Special random. Nimco Alley. a Somalian social activist. Okay, all right. All right. So here's what I'm gonna click on. Manchester, England. Is England too easy to click on?
They have
It's a
a
hyperlink.
random button.
It's a hyper. I know, but I did click the random.
Oh
one,
yeah,
and that's what it took to. So now I'm gonna pick.
You want to try to get to Hitler to see how long.
Okay, so we're trying to get there as quick as we can.
Yeah, golf score the lowest amount.
So we're at 2 clicks right now, or I guess 1 counting that.
Yeah,
Manchester, England.
Because you started with that first person, then now Manchester. So this is your second site visited.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right. Where would Germany fall in line with this?
If you're looking at Manchester, I would just
I picked England.
Oh,
Like,
I would just kind of scroll to history and stop around the 40s.
It's not like that.
What is it?
I don't know.
You're looking at it.
I know I am looking at it. All right.
We need to be streaming this so that way we all can see.
That quality podcast content.
This is right.
Audio podcast.
Audio podcast. You need visual. You need that 4D to visualize what we're looking at right now.
We should get like a Patreon and do like special content.
Oh God, we have. I don't know how I feel about those Patreon stuff. Like,
I mean, if you follow through with it, I think there's nothing wrong with it.
I know, but then there's people like selling like their bath water and stuff. So,
I mean that's the far end of the spectrum. Like
I don't think anybody wants any of our bath water. To be completely honest,
Not that you know.
okay.
Austin, where you at?
Oh my God. Why is this not? Oh wait, here we go. World War II. Click.
So is that page 3?
This is page 3. I know this is taking me right to Hitler.
Yeah.
So we're on page 3 now.
Did you get it? Are you at Hitler now?
Why can I not find Hitler's thing at all?
Oh, he's going to be in there.
I know, obviously, he's going to be in there.
Just do the Control F.
Yeah, that's right. Control F. Hitler. Oh, it's like the first thing. I'm dumb.
Boom, found it.
So was that 4?
Yeah, it was 4 clicks.
Yeah, that's fun to do whenever you're just like bored and have nothing else to do.
There we go, Adolf Hitler.
Whenever you're at work and you have to, like every other thing is blocked on the Wi-Fi.
All right, here we go again. All right. Daya Sokol Savage is an American film and TV producer. She's best known as executive producer of the hit MTV series 16 and Pregnant. What? All right, so we are at 1 click now. All right, I guess I'll click on Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
All right, and I think after this, I'm going to click on United States. So now we are at 3.
Once again, that quality podcast
right,
content.
England. And I'm just going to click on England, British. Quality, all right? Where else do you find compelling stuff like this?
Wikipedia searches on a podcast.
So now we're at 4 clicks. We're at 4 clicks. Where are we at now? Oh, there we go. There's England again. All right, the King's James of England. Okay, so now we're at 5 clicks. God, I cannot believe this is what we're doing today. Can you tell we're like scraping the barrel out of like stuff to talk about?
It's been a week.
Some days be like that.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. All right, we're at 6. All right, 7 clicks. It took from that one. Basically, okay. So here's the meta game for this. You just try to get to England as quick as possible, and then you go from there.
There you go.
It's just 2 clicks away.
All right. Let's go ahead and go into life advice with Ghost. So this week, God bless, we're already at the hour mark.
Yeah.
We'll go back to topic 1 and do like self-care kind of things. Take care of yourself. Okay, Mage? Like, I'm tired of you coming on this podcast and being mad all the time. Okay? Just come on here and have a good time. We're here to have a good time and not to hear you, like, complain about everything that you hate that's going on now. Oh, man. I don't have anything. But, Mage, just be in a better mood, okay? Take your personal health care days and be good to yourself. All right?
Be true to your heart.
Yes, be true to you.
What's that song? Is that a High School Musical song?
We're all in this together?
No. What? I'm thinking of, be true to your heart. Come on, be true to your heart.
I think that is a High School Musical song, actually. Hang on. Be true
GTS.
to yourself. High School Musical. When There Was Me and You. No, that's not.
No, I don't think that's a High School Musical song. I cannot remember what it is, though.
What was it? Say it again. Sing it again.
Be true to your heart. Come on, let's be true to your heart.
Wait, isn't that the Mulan song?
Oh, yeah, it is. It is the Mulan song at the very end of the credits.
Yeah. I didn't totally Google that and get that answer like that.
Quality podcast.
Man, we are like running. All right, let's go ahead and jump into our wins of the week. If you're Mage, what is your win of the week?
Let me look at it again.
It wasn't good enough to remember.
Basically just watching Star Trek Next Gen, because I never actually got to see the whole thing through before, and I'm like on season 5, and that show is pretty awesome.
All right, I'm gonna say something controversial because I know you was talking about it earlier, and I probably should have said it then. I hate Star Trek. I don't see the appeal of it. I just don't see why people are just like, yeah, this is good science fiction.
Well, so I was kind of that way too, and then I started watching it, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, it's been really good. There's just a lot of like good lessons, weirdly enough, in it that you could take from the episodes. I really enjoy it.
I've never
I
been
guess
into Star Trek, but then again, I've also like never really been into Star Wars. Like,
see, I'm the same way with like Lord of the Rings. Like, I hate Lord of the Rings.
but I don't hate either of them. I just am indifferent, and I allow other people to have an opinion.
Well,
Yeah.
that's where we're different at because I don't allow people to have opinion.
And also, Ghost has no taste because Lord of the Rings is awesome.
Where is Lord of the Rings awesome at? It's 3 books of
I don't
walking.
know. The 3 Academy Awards would say something
Here we
different.
go. It's 3 books of walking.
Maybe the books, the movies are amazing.
It's 3 movies of walking.
It is not. You need to go watch it.
Even the trees walked in that movie.
Dude, just watch it. Just watch
I have
it.
watched them. I've watched the extended editions ones. The ones that are like 3.5 hours each or whatever.
Well, how
like-
long ago did you watch them?
Like,
You're a
the
bit
most
skeptical.
recent one was like over the summer sometime. Because it
This
was on
summer?
TV.
You watched it this summer.
Yes, and I didn't care for it.
Why'd you watch it this summer then?
Because there was literally nothing else on.
I enjoyed them, but I
Like,
don't
the
have a
only
dog
thing
in
I
the
like
fight.
about Return of the King is the fight on what's it called? The Minotillus or
Gondor?
whatever it is.
Gondor.
Gondor. Yeah, the fight in Gondor. Like that's a cool that's a cool one. And all the Knights of Rohan show up and there's like, oh hey, look at our horse. Then, they charge and then they get wiped out off because of all the elephants and stuff.
Elefantes.
Like, other than that, were those movies any good?
Yeah, they were incredible.
No, I said where at anywhere else besides that fight scene is the movie any good?
Symbolism with Gandalf, the just the whole cinematography, the storytelling. It's an incredible movie.
It's not.
You just have really bad taste. I can't help it.
I think it was just.
There's no point in arguing.
I think the reason why the movie was so good was because it was really the only fantasy thing going on there in the early 2000s.
So it was good.
It was that or Spider-Man 2. And Spider-Man 2 is a better movie than all three Lord of the Rings movies.
You're wrong, but Spider-Man 2 is a good movie.
Spider-Man 2 is better than all three Lord of the Rings movies. That's my hill to die on right now.
Then you will die on it.
I'm glad somebody else has found their hill to DCI.
I'm going to leave it alone because we'll argue about that for hours.
Yeah. All right, Carter Jones, what is your win of the week?
So my win this week is that at the training I'm at until October, they cater lunch for free every day. And I was really worried about eating out and stuff like that while I was there because, it's in Norman.
Yeah.
But I get to eat and save my money. And it's actually...
Is the food any good?
It actually is pretty good. It's from Sooner Legends.
Oh, yeah, they are really good.
So, it's not amazing.
Do you get to pick what you want, or they just, cater it, every day?
No, they have a menu. And they've got the menu set for the rest of the month.
Oh, okay.
But it's them every single time.
Well, that's good.
But the menu isn't going to repeat itself this month, so...
Yeah. Tulsa does not do that, so I had to pay for meals.
Yeah, they said that in Tulsa they gave you guys, more time for lunch, but you had to go get it yourself.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
So...
Rip.
That's my win. Ghost, what's your win
this week?
Oh.
I really don't have one. I'm just
the low scale jamboree and meet and greet went well.
Yeah, that's probably all I got going for me right now. Hopefully, either next week I'm gonna be really good, or I'm just gonna be freaking the fuck out.
We won't record next week.
Yeah. So if you see an episode next week, or you hear us, things went okay. I'll feel pretty good about this test. If you don't hear from me ever again, that test probably went bad.
Well, this test is gonna be whether or not this podcast survives.
This podcast in general right here is what says I don't know, man. I'm just freaking out, and I hope I do good on this test.
Well, we do too.
All jokes aside, this test determines if I think I can't be emergency certified again. I don't think I can. And I hate that this test is this difficult, and it literally has nothing on it that I'll use in my classroom. Maybe there's some things on there how to teach syncopated rhythms 3-on-2 and stuff like that. But where am I going to teach Renaissance music at? That's not going to be just from a book and be pretty much a joke of a class. Or who gives a crap about Appalachian music other than Gohu? Because that's where he's from. These tests are designed to be just to answer them what people outside of a classroom think the answer should be. But these people have not been inside of a music classroom. Am I wrong there, or am I just rambling for no reason?
A little bit of both.
Half and half.
Yeah.
I feel there's a lot of things that are important. I definitely think music theory is important, and I think music history is important, but not as relevant especially in a like that high school setting.
Right.
So it's like I kind of understand where you're coming from, but I don't necessarily completely agree with it.
I remember thinking that a lot of times in the education classes, and he's like, I'm literally never going to use this. This is not how band classes are set up.
Right?
And then, like, once getting into a classroom, it's like, man, I wish I would have paid more attention because while the setup was not the same, the psychology is. So it's...
Okay, the only thing that I've ever like agreed with that on that I wish I paid more attention to is elementary and secondary music.
Yeah.
Other than that, all these other classes I took, like for child psychology and all that other shit, I didn't really care. Like I feel like it hasn't like came up yet, and maybe it will, but I feel like I got thrown into like a really bad situation, and I didn't see like any of like the stuff that like people like were worried about with like kids and everything.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. If I'm not gonna use it, if I would have used it, I would have used it this semester, and I didn't really use any of that. And I imagine like each like school district and kids are like all different, but like this is like one of the worst that I've ever been thrown into that I can think of to like do this, and I didn't see like that bad of a psychological thing happening. Like with my high school kids, yeah, there was some bad things I had to like work through and stuff, and like talk with them and like and stuff like that. But like to a point, I feel like most of those classes are just there for like, hey, give us money.
So I mean, that's what gen eds are.
Like, yep,
gen eds are a joke. Gen eds are a joke.
Just like the OGET.
The OGET was a joke. I didn't study for the OGET.
I didn't study for any of the tests.
God, I hope I pass this test. All right. Are we good? Oh, wait. Yeah. Are we good?
Yeah, we're at an hour 12.
All right. Thank you guys very much for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at lowscalegaming. If you have any questions or subject you want us to talk about on our next podcast, go ahead and leave us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. But thank you guys again. And remember, have a great day and have a better tomorrow.